Oh,
That was a juicy pop. Huh?
It's a beautiful day. Sharp, you've just failed your last Constitution saving throw. The cart is just now leaving Prison Plateau. Where are you guys headed?
I believe that we're heading back to Neverfair.
yep.
That is the ultimate goal of the journey. Where are you headed now?
I think we go back to Mulesdale before that, because we can't cut through the mountains in time, so we have to take the long way around.
All right.
Trying to find map.
The map also, I have updated it. I'm going to delete the one that is currently in world build and resend it because that scale is way too fucking big. World build Concordis.
Well, you have to go to Mulesdale anyways. Wait, is the scale too big?
The scale's way too big. Yeah. If going by that, the travel, you guys it would take like you a month to get back to Neverfair. Which is not exactly accurate. I believe this one.
Yeah, because it took us what, like two weeks to get where we were.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're in Prison Plateau and we're trying to get to Neverfair.
Yes.
Yeah. So
dude.
we gotta get to Mulesdale, right?
We're gonna be walking for a bit.
Well, we're in a cart, so that helps a bit.
You guys may reach the bridge by the end of today's travel, most likely.
Oh dear.
Okay, so we're gonna get
fucked. Okay. Well.
Yeah, so we get to the bridge by tonight. Fel's like sitting there like looking at a map, pulling it upside down, pulling it back. Like, just fucking with it.
Yeah, I guess. I'm thinking, there isn't a mountain pass in the Flatmont Peaks, I would assume.
There's not.
None recorded anyway.
None recorded. The party took one, but that was because they had Lusandai.
I don't think it was actually. Was it a pass, or was it just simply that we traversed the mountain?
It was Lusandai just walked you through the mountain.
Mossfern would know there are many winding paths within the Flatmont Peaks. One just due to the fact that so many adventurers move through there. There are trails that have been worn down by many footsteps and hooves clomping about. However, they are winding, they are not safe, and to traverse them, while faster, is also a lot more dangerous. However, the few times that the party has traveled through them, they've had Lucendai, who, as a ranger, his favorite terrain was mountains.
Okay.
And the Wolf Bros.
And the wolf.
And the wolf for us. You never forget, Shad.
Then I guess I will just back of the cart and keep my head down until something happens.
Sharp.
What's up, baby?
A calmness has settled within your blood.
Yep.
It burns slightly. There's a tingling feeling within you all throughout, but any odd pain in your chest has subsided.
Oh, awesome. I feel great.
You feel great?
You feel great.
Well, that's great.
I kind of just nod my head at the relief I'm currently feeling. I'm very happy to know that I'm not in any more pain. Must have just passed. Sharp gaslights himself.
Yeah, you know, for a smart motherfucker, you're a dumb bitch.
Oh my god.
So, you guys are on your way. Is there anything you'd like to do on your way to Dalmatia Rillis Bridge?
I would like to read the books that I got from the wizard.
Alright.
No, that's not Harry.
You're a wizard, Harry.
I am.
First chapter. Why does it smell that way? This is a way
that's
to
fun.
identify the smells of spells and if they have gone wrong during your practice. If you smell the smell of eggs, run. If you smell the smell of marshmallows, jump into water very quickly.
Dude.
Just for my recollection, it is Rav and Rethni are... Rav primarily, but also Rethni are mainly driving the cart.
Yes, you two are in the front. If you'd
And
like to
Mossfern's in
switch-
my lap.
Snoring, purring. If any of you would like to switch up the order, you may at any point. But everyone else is in the back of the cart. It is a calm ride, for the most part. There is a moment when you're heading down the trail from Prison Plateau that you pass by a clearing in a forest. Mossfern is asleep, but Rav, you've seen that clearing before. When you first were heading to Prison Plateau from Muledale, within this clearing, you and the rest of your old group saw a large egg sitting in a nest. That egg is no longer there.
Ugh.
Once again, just to refresh my memory, a few of our party went into the forest and were turned into bugs, right?
A few of your members, yes, did enter the forest, attempting to steal this egg or just examine it, and were met with dryads, protectors of the forest. And ensuing in a battle, some charming was exchanged, some bugs were made. I believe Lucendai's pet dragon was also made into a bug.
Yeah.
And you all left the egg ultimately alone. As the dryads weren't aiming to exactly harm you, but simply push you away from this.
Rav's eyes will kind of like wander into the forest, but she will ultimately, continue to just keep her eyes on the road. There's no reason to go back in there. We know there's no reason. Egg's gone, word. Let the egg be fucking gone.
Egg is gone.
What was in the egg?
We don't know.
You don't know.
Big egg
It's quite a
with forest
big egg.
protecting it.
Motherfucker probably hatched and decided to be gone.
Maybe
Probably-
another, dragon, another Mossfern, a really large barn cat that slowly started to walk
Another Mossfern. This is actually how
Yes,
Mossferns are made.
Mossfern was born from an egg.
from a giant.
You heard it here first, guys. Canonical Mossfern
Born from an
lore.
egg.
Something you do
God.
notice again about the woods, which you all noticed last time, and now with new people you may notice this as well. As you look at the tree line, past this clearing, before it, it slowly shifts. Almost like you're looking at an illusion, or when you look at something and the sun is really hot outside and you can see the sort of waves,
The heat
invisible waves, the heat
waves.
waves. It's almost like these trees are doing the same thing as they
There's a mirage of some kind.
shift. slightly.
I will use my super cool eyeballs and intelligence to try to determine if this is a magical illusion.
Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
We can't do this again.
I would like to assist.
You've noticed this as soon as you leave Prison Plateau as well, and then the
Do
tree
I-
line comes into vision.
Do
I
I
am
get the
both-
assistance?
I have expertise in Arcana.
I have a +8.
I just have a +9, so it's not like it's a big deal.
You both can
Um,
make the roll.
Alright, well I roll pretty shitty, so you should make the roll.
Okay, I'll make the roll.
Not
Do I get it with advantage?
Nope,
Not.
because
No,
Kale already
you-
rolled.
Yeah, I rolled.
Sweet. I got a 19.
19, and what'd you get? Sure,
13.
13. It's not bad.
It's bad
Sure.
for me.
Sure. You look at this. At some point or another, I'm assuming you may pick something up and toss it into the tree line.
Yeah.
And it bounces back, it as if it hit a tree. It hits the
Okay.
tree, it falls, makes the noise of a rock hitting a tree. With analyzing it, it doesn't seem like illusion magic. It doesn't seem like this is a visage to put up or hide against anything.
When Rob hears the little rock hit the tree, can she stop the cart? And she'll turn back and she goes, leave it be, please. I've already seen this.
Dirk puts both his hands in the air.
It's nothing of importance. I don't know who it was. I didn't see who it was.
I'll
But
point the sharp.
I don't know who it was.
New
I'm not
phrase for
angry.
Sharp unlocked. Snitches get stitches.
I don't know who it was. I don't really mind or care. Just there's nothing of importance to our current mission in this forest. I know it looks very interesting, but it's not important.
Dirk puts his arms down and makes his way back to the cart.
What did my 19 get me?
The horses continue with a 19, and you're looking upon this forest. It seems less like the heat wave effect, like there's an illusion shifting these trees back and forth, and it seems more like the trees themselves are actually shifting. As they move to one spot, their physical form moves to that spot. And if you were to poke or throw something at where the tree used to be, it'd pass right through. But you also notice that where it was, or where it's moving to, when it's not fully there, is only slightly opaque. Almost like it's in this weird in-between state. For the people examining this, you may make, of course, a history check if you wish. Rob, you can make a history check as well. People who have spent their time in Alurin may make it. Who have lived in Alurin or know its history.
I got like a 14 this time, so.
I got
I'm
a
from the water.
19. Anyone with above a 10 would know that this place does have a name. These woods by the Prison Plateau have been called things before. The most popular name is the Wavering Woods, of course. A lot of people think that the weird magic that gives the cliffside of the Prison Plateau its strange cluster of crystals believe that the same thing affects the woods around it. There's tons of children's stories that warn parents or are used to teach children not to go off and wander by themselves. Whether it's a child wandering into the woods and never coming back, whether it's strange dangers within the woods, or even some, adventurers' tales of great things that lie in those woods. But most of them, if not all, are just stories. Press on.
Yes.
And as
Yeah.
sun slowly begins to set, we began to approach Damejiril's bridge. It's a long stretch of bricky cobblestone, overgrown moss, archways over a break from river to ocean. And as well, I'll give the history of Damejiril's Bridge just because some of our adventurers already know it, and crossing over it, you'd be reminded. Damejiril was a famous adventurer from the adventuring guild of Valyrian, and became popularized from helping assist in this bridge's creation. In fact, it was during this that she would meet her end, and where she would earn her title of such a great adventurer, and that the bridge became named after her. And as nightfall hits, do you wish to cross it? Do you keep moving on, or do you wish to camp out for the night?
Let's wait until Rowan gets back. Looks like
I think that it's probably best to not move in the night.
I don't see a problem with it.
oh, looks like this bridge.
And-
This is a normal
and-
bridge. Turns out it's fucking the Goat Man's bridge, and we're getting ass ate on it.
Ark will voice his opinion by grabbing his sleeping pack and hopping off of the cart.
Oh well, that's a
And kind of just
Start
standing,
said it's bedtime.
looking back up expectantly.
it can be bedtime in the okay.
It could be bedtime in the cart.
Bedtime in the cart.
Because half the people sleep on the cart, and then half the people do their washes the way they normally would, and then we just continue going forward. But you know what? We're good. We're good.
It is it's nighttime now, correct?
It is, yeah, it is hitting night.
Can I look at the moon?
When the moon hits your eyes.
Yeah. The moon or moons. I don't know what I've decided for this world yet.
What phase are we waxing? Are we waning? Are we gibbon?
It's a full moon.
I don't know what any of those words mean, so I just know that they exist.
Waxing is getting towards. Waning is leaving from.
Yeah.
But you don't have to deal with either of those because it is in fact a full moon.
Oh, you're a fucker, dude. That's not good.
No, I'm just fucking with you. It's waxing. It's waxing
Okay.
gibbous, we'll say.
That's not good. That means that I have like a couple days. Well, maybe not a couple days. Maybe a week and a half before I go fucking Hulk mode. Yikes.
How are we doing the sleeping situation?
Since I'm still fucking drunk.
You're
I'm gonna
still
get
drunk
back-
throughout
I'm-
the
Yeah,
through
I'm
the
probably
24
still
hours?
drunk. I'm probably still drunk.
You guys left
Have a
at
big
night
24
and then woke up, and then continued your journey onward. However, if you wish for Rethny to still be absolutely slam bottom, apple bottom jeaned, go for it.
On a fucking binge, dude.
I mean, it could be possible because she's never drank before.
That's fair.
Um,
Alcohol poisoning. You guys really should get Rethny to a doctor.
yeah.
Anyway, crawling in the
Doctor
back of the cart.
psychology. No, I will, I'll do that thing. where... Oh, yeah, you know what? Is there any trees around?
Is there by a tree line, yeah?
Is there a branch that looks like could carry my very
Your
minuscule amount of
very
weight?
light body, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I will do the thing that crows do, where
Okay.
I will try to get up onto that branch, and I kind of just fluff up my feathers, and bury my head in my chest.
Alright.
Karen,
Yes.
you say we need to get Rethne to a doctor. Rethne is one of our doctors.
That is our doctor.
Along with fucking Mossfern, Rethne is our other doctor.
They didn't get their doctorates.
Help.
Damn.
Everything that they do is malpractice.
You know,
No,
Moss
me too.
takes one look at Rethne and goes, "Yeah, still drunk."
puts a hand on her already wet, always wet forehead. Well, you're getting clammy. Maybe take a good berry or some shit. I don't know.
Take a good berry, dude.
Here, have a cough drop.
Here, have a cup.
Oh God.
Hey, yo, slam down this lean. It's got medicine in it.
No.
God. Buster's gonna go sleep on top of Rethne.
All right.
Bing bong.
Bing bong.
Alright, wait, I have a question. When did Mossfern learn to make lead?
He
Also
gets
not
by
really-
being a bard. That's
Yeah,
like the
it's
requirement.
one of the things you learn in Bard College.
Monster just has an unending flask of cough syrup.
Jesus Christ.
The fucking unending coughing part?
Lean machine, Buster.
I would like
Lean.
to take first watch if that is okay with y'all.
Yeah.
Whoever is to join me is up to them, if anyone would like to join me.
As we're
I can
watching.
join Sharp.
Yes.
Little guy and big guy, yeah.
The best magical minds since Mordenkainen.
Yeah!
And
It's the wizard
madness.
and his hat! Oh my
It's
God.
Mordekainen and madness.
All right. Yeah. Go ahead and give me perception checks.
Yeah. Perception.
This is not a
My
bad roll.
perception. I have +2. Do I have my thingy? Oh, I'm not fucking proficient in it, so I can't do the Kenku recall anyway. Nice. That's a 6.
19.
19.
Droll's sitting by the fire. And he's got a bowl of soup. And he sips from it. Ominously.
There's, for Sharp, nothing really that you see. You do look over back to the camp a couple times where the cart is set up and a campfire. 1 or 2 sleeping bags, but the rest are on the cart. And nothing seems off about the surroundings. But you do feel weird looking at your friends now. Something off. Normally when you look at them, you felt at least a connection in terms of the memories you had made with them in your short time together. But now there's just a little less care. And you know that care is gone.
You better look at me with the motherfucking Google eyes, bitch. I swear to God.
With that realization, I will try to search specifically for Rethne.
Okay.
And
Droll.
see if that remains the same.
Droll, you keep watch. You have a keen eye on these things. All you really notice is the wind howling through the trees that waver, the wavering woods, if you would.
How ominous.
And eventually you do hear a landing from a tree. And your head kind of turns a little bit, and out of your peripheral, you see Sharp approaching the cart.
Doing his little crow hops.
I don't think anything of it. He's a little crow. It's a little crow raven boy. He does crow raven boy things. And he has a 401k because he's in his 30s.
Not in my 30s. I'm 29.
They're
Listen, I'm having a
singing
midlife
happy
crisis.
birthday.
You approach the cart, Sharp. You're looking for Rethny, you said.
Yes.
Kind of just sleeping against the cart. It seems a little clammy from your professional opinion, your doctorate that you have.
Yeah, my doctorate. That I have in medical science.
Yeah. You look at Rethny's face, and I mean, I should clarify, you don't feel a disconnect between these people. You don't feel apathy. There is just a lesser tether than there was before. And looking at Rethny, it is no different.
Crying, shit, throwing up. I'm gonna kill myself.
Oh my god.
God damn!
He kind of just cocks his head. Is it getting towards the end of my watch?
It is, yeah, getting a little later.
I will softly hop onto Rethny and kind of just like give what is it called when the cats do it? Where they do the with their hands. Yes, I give Rethny biscuits to wake Rethny up with my feet.
I'm gonna fucking cry.
In your kind of dizzy stupor, this weird nightmare you're having, tentacles, water, big glowing eye.
I fucking hate you.
what have you? You wake up to what I would describe as not a nice feeling, because these are crow feet digging into your skull.
Oh no.
Skull?
Or are you? I thought you were on her head.
No, like thigh.
Okay. Feet jamming into your thigh.
Hold on.
No tokens for coming.
What the fuck? Sharp. What is up? What's up? How's it going? Why is your toes in my thigh?
Sharp.
Stop. And he hops back off onto the side of the cart, and essentially, like, with his hand, kind of mentions, like, "Hey, it might be your turn if you're down."
Watching? You done?
He nods his head.
Okay. And she sort of takes Mossfern off from her side and sets him gently down onto the cart floor. And then she goes and she pats Sharp on the head.
Kind of leans
You
in.
rest up now, buddy. And she'll scoot out of the cart.
Sharp will then lay like stand in the corner of the cart with his cloak and kind of like stuffing his head down, so it kind of just looks like a cylinder and not like an actual creature.
Yeah.
And he will finish the rest of his rest there.
Gotcha. Droll. What are you doing near the end of your watch?
Near the end of my watch, if I'm watching Rethny get up, I'll say a little thing. I don't know who's gonna be on next watch. I wasn't really paying attention, but get whoever you want for it. Wind's been a little bit spooky tonight. Don't got much
Spooky?
else to say. Yeah, sounds like
It's motherfucking
ghosts.
windy out here!
Yeah, that's what they say, right?
Yeah.
The wind howling. It's actually the spirits on a hunt.
Gonna speak to him.
Anyways, wish you luck. If anything's trying to kill you, just give my shell a few knocks. And Dro will back up from the fire. He'll lay on the ground, just go into his shell.
Alrighty, big guy. And I think I'm gonna do this watch alone.
Alright. Rethne, would you consider yourself still drunk?
Since it's been a day and I've slept some, I would say no. I probably just have like a mild headache.
Alright. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Alrighty. Wow, wow. Ooh! 22.
22. Alright. Your watch starts fairly uneventful. Wind howling, you can hear sort of a faint sound from the waves, crossing the beach not too far from here. There's a little movement in the cart for a second. And you look over, just seems to be like a sleepy Mossfern going to go take a piss. Rub their eyes and all that shit like a kid. I go pee.
Mama flew up.
No, I threw up. There's a little more movement from the cart.
Sorry, I
Oh.
sneezed and burped at the same time, and it was just not.
Oh no.
I had just sped ran like eating a salad, and so it just came up for a second.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm good, I think. I'm here. I'm listening.
Okay. A little more rustle from the cart. 22. From the woods, through the break of wind, you do hear the faintest grumble. It's like a low growl.
Oh no. I'll do, bitch.
And there seems to be breaking of branches, rustling of leaves that doesn't seem like the wind. And it seems to go further and further away from the cart.
But that's good.
And after some time, give or take, maybe 30-ish minutes, you're getting a bit tired now and sleepy.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, there's another shake of the cart within that time, movement. And the rest of your watch kind of goes by more uneventful.
Woo!
immediately you watch?
I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna find where Fel is, and then I'm going to look over him, and then start wiggling my fingers above his head.
Well,
And a few little bit of water droplets are gonna drop on his face to wake him up.
so the way Fel's Fel is like sprawled out. Like when he lays down,
Yeah.
he's like one leg is like out of the blanket, his arms like above his head. He's like fucking, and you sprinkle the water on him. He's like, what the fuck, huh? What? Hi.
It's
Yeah.
your turn.
It's okay. He turns over to his side again. 5 more minutes.
Rob, do you wait for
Kind
him
of like
do you wait for him to wake up, or are you just going to bed?
me.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna.
So
Rethany's
Rob,
gonna like
Rethany.
stand up straighter. She's gonna put her hands on her hips. And she's gonna look at him again, and then this time she's gonna rub her hands together and a full splash on his head.
You got fucking moist hands or some shit.
Fel like grabs his hair and he fucking flicks the water out as much as he can. All right, noted. I'm up.
And she's gonna go back to the cart where her babies are at. Mossfern and Sharp, come here. Cuddle pile over here.
Rob, as you go back to sit.
Yeah, Rob again? Holy
Fuck!
shit.
Jesus! Shut up, man.
Sleepwalking, man.
Rethany, as you go back to sit. And cuddle up with your babies. You notice Mossfern isn't there.
What the fuck?
Neither is Sharp.
Sharp got hungry. Sharp got hungry in the middle of the night.
Now! Don't do this to me. They're gone.
Where are they? Where? Rethany's gonna start freaking the fuck out.
Make a perception check.
Rob and Droll.
Do I do a perception check?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Damn it, working quick.
Don't do this to me.
Where are my babies? Where are my children? It's a 22 again.
22 again. You're looking around everywhere you can, and as you gaze around, you look into the tree line, and you see up on the branch, similar to where you saw Sharp first going to sleep. You just see that sort of puffed out inside of the jacket, sort of Corvine figure.
Corvid?
Corvin.
Like? Yeah.
Corvin. Yeah, Corvin, not
Yeah.
Corvine. Figure just sleeping up on a tree again. It seems that Sharp has just moved spots.
Rethany does like a little sigh of relief.
But Mossfern, you still have not seen.
Where the fuck is he?
You follow some footprints that look like Mossfern's. They seem to be headed towards the tree line. And do you enter the Wavering Woods, I will ask.
If it's for Moss baby, I got.
Fel, you do notice that Rethany has sort of become frantic and is moving towards the tree line. Rethny, as you continue in. You follow the tracks, and you follow them for a good, maybe minute, before you come up upon some brumble. And it is here you see broken branches, fallen leaves, and blood.
Rest in peace. Mossfern got a little hungry, actually. Little midnight snack.
Ricky's eyes will kind of like narrow when she sees blood, and she's gonna take her finger, swipe it up, and sniff it. What do I roll to see if I can see if it's Mossfern's blood?
Okay.
You just know Mossfern's blood.
I know every single one of your guys' bloods, actually.
That's
I can like imagine that seeing as Rethny is like a underwater apex predator.
Give me a survival check. Or medicine. It doesn't really matter with your stats, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
the
What's
only
the
one
first
that's
one?
concerned.
You might have taken a midnight take. Oh, goodness gracious.
What did you get?
19.
19. You've been in
I
some
had to
fights
count.
with
I was
Mossfern.
doing math.
Fights in which Mossfern has gotten hurt, and this smells similar. You also notice tufts of fur.
Fuck them up, bro.
Okay. Redby's eyes are still narrowed, and she's gonna look up and see where the tracks are, if there's any more like scuffle or tracks anywhere, and follow them still.
Go ahead and give me this time a survival check. For sure. Sure, survival.
Mossfern fighting for their life.
It is a 19 again.
Rethny sleeping, fell just watching the moonlight.
Oh,
That's
Rethny's
the party.
sleeping?
Me. Did I say Rethny this time?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
you did.
crazy. No, I said. Oh no, I meant to say sleuthing. Oh man,
Oh,
happening to
man,
me.
it happens to all of us.
Yeah.
Right. 19. You continue to follow these broken branches and scrambling into the woods. As you do, I'm gonna need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Right.
Dude, if
Lord.
I hurt Mossfern, I'm gonna end it. I'm out.
Whamp. $22.
22.
I forget that my wisdom's like +7. I believe Lord have mercy.
Yeah, all of your stats are 18 up. You notice as you're traveling through this this forest, it's hard to keep track of where you're going and where you're coming from. As the woods shift around you ever so slightly, it gets a little hard to remember which direction is which. But you keep your head on your shoulders, and you keep in your head at least where the cart is behind you as you're following this trail. And you also, as you get further into this forest, you realize it gets a lot more dense. You're following these tracks, and they just get more sporadic and more winding. You follow them through the forest until eventually they go up this really large tree. You notice there's a set of these it's hard to tell what this footprint looks like. It's pronged, but it's almost like a full foot. There's also another set of tracks. Seem to be just a normal pair of boots.
Hmm.
It's getting very hard to tell. One, in this darkness, I don't know why I paused between this. One, in this darkness, and two, this dense forest. What would you like to do?
So I can see, like, there's two sets of tracks besides Mossfern's?
Yes.
Okay. Oh. I kind of want to go back and get help, but I'm already out here. And...
Fel, Brethany has not returned. It's been like 5 minutes now.
That's the exact. Alright. He gets up.
Splash water on me, I don't give a fuck.
He turns around, he walks into the fucking woods where she went in.
You're not gonna tell nobody else? You're not gonna wake up Big Guy? He said not gonna...
I'm leaving Orion at the campsite.
Oh my god.
Okay. I need you, if you want to fall on the same path, to make a survival check.
Okay. Do I have advantage? No, I don't, because it's a track. Everyone. Unless Rusty qualifies as Fey, feet, or undead.
No. Brethany is in fact not full evidence.
Damn it. Well, now 11. I get lost.
You're doing fine for now. You come upon the same scene, one with the initial blood and fur and broken branches.
Alright. Do I notice anything about like where it's going or?
If you want to keep following the tracks, you can make another survival check.
Yeah.
You're gonna do that? Okay.
Yeah. Makes me better. Oh, so 14.
I also need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, wisdom saving throw. Uh-oh. That's a 3.
What are you doing to him?
It's Bug Boy.
It's Bug Boy. It's Bug Boy time. I get to be a bug.
Oh lord.
Fel, as you're traveling through this forest, you're following the tracks just fine, but you look back and do not know where you just came from.
And I don't care about that.
Completely turned around.
Yeah, it doesn't concern me. I want to keep following these tracks.
Alright. While that was
Yeah,
happening,
you know-
I think, what'd you decide to do with the two tracks that you saw? The two sets of tracks? Are you examining them, or are you
I'm
following
deciding that if they turn out to be dangerous, I will fight them. If they're not, then I will reason with them, but I am only in here for Mossfern.
them?
So I am going to look for Mossfern. Continuing.
As
You know
it
that whole
seems- Huh?
You know that whole saying where it's like, oh yeah, if you're lost, stay put. And no. Yeah, no. We don't do that. Not in here.
First time.
Not in this party.
All right. Mossfern, not Mossfern. Rethne, you do not see any more tracks from Mossfern, or what you could consider from Mossfern. Following these two sets of tracks, they seem to intertwine, some to be scattered, and dragged around almost as... It seems that there was a scuffle here. There's blood. More blood. There's scratch marks, slash marks. There's bits of
Oh my good God Almighty! What the fuck, pumpkin?
fur and wood chips. And you look now, some of the trees seem to be cut and scored by something. And the tracks eventually wean off in two opposite directions.
Okay. So I lost Mossfern's tracks completely.
There didn't seem to be any more.
Lord have mercy. And then the two tracks, the human and the whatever. Yeah, the other ones were like what again?
They seemed monstrous in nature. Not a footprint you've seen before.
This could go one or two ways. Anyway,
I can't believe
I'm
it.
gonna turn. Shut up. I'm gonna turn around and try to head back to the tree.
The tree.
The tree. The one tree where, or at least where that one big scuffle was.
As you slowly head back, you eventually meet the tree at which this all began. And you hear rustling near you. You can go ahead and make a perception check if you want.
This really start to.
Well, fell, huh?
Bella, you sort
It'll
of
work
hear
for
as
him,
you're
too.
approaching the scene.
Perception. Well, no.
Alright. Yeah, continue.
Ooh. 21.
21. Yeah. Okay. Unfortunately, Fel, you do not get the drop on Rethne. As you prowl through this wavering wood.
Okay. Do I notice Rethne, or does Rethne just notice me?
Rethne notices you first.
Cool.
You're a little lost, Fel.
Yeah, fair.
Oh, she's gonna. Fell.
Oh, like turns his head.
I thought
Oh, there
I
you
left you at the camp.
Well, you've been gone for like
10
he
minutes.
he looks at his arm. Yeah, I don't know what time it is. Long enough for me to be concerned.
I didn't realize I left that long. I'm looking for Mossfern. I can't find him.
Well, to be fair, I don't think I'm faring much better in looking for anything. I'm a bit turned around at the moment.
Turns in hail.
Did you get lost?
Yeah.
That is, yeah. You know what? We'll go with lost. That's a word.
I thought it was pretty straightforward.
You would
Anyway,
think.
we have to find him. He's just a little guy. And I smelled blood, and it smelled kind of like his, and I'm scared that he's hurt.
How do you know what his blood smells like? I'm not gonna
We've
question this.
been in multiple battles. I know what you smell like.
That. You know what? I'm gonna move past it. Yep, let's look for Mossfern. Okay, wait. So,
Why are you eating like that? Don't look at me like that when you're eating.
okay, so Mossfern is gone.
Oh my god, fucking Lord.
There is blood, fur, and feather. Talon, can I pick up the fur to check if it's Mossfern's?
You can pick up fur, yeah. You're allowed to pick up
Yeah,
fur.
yeah, I'm allowed. I'm allowed to
in
pick
fact,
up.
you have no allergies to fur. You won't die if you pick this up. This fur is not the same fur you originally saw at the first moment. Fur you saw there was brownish in tint. This is black. It seems to be black and with a little bit of white in it. It's very fine. It's very fine hair. Sort of stiff. Almost like if you bend a strand and let go, it'll spring from your hand.
Do I recognize this fur to be anything that I know?
Not particularly. I mean, you can make a nature check, but it's gonna be really hard to analyze this fur.
Well, now I am rolling like shit today. 7, dude.
7? Well, that's fine, because you're off balancing fucking Gray with 22, 22, 22, 19, 19. Yeah, this it's stiff fur. Could be from an animal that is more predatory-like. That is usually acclimated to more, areas that have a lot of differentiating weather. It's definitely hard. It's definitely made to be protective, especially in fights.
Me, I was running down in a fight, dude.
Well, didn't we see you, Sharp?
You did see Sharp.
Cool. I guess the only choice is to continue on forward.
Where?
Yeah.
Which way?
I guess I'm gonna take Fel with me back into the direction of the footprints.
Okay. You follow the scuffle, what seems to be a scuffle, between the two into where they diverge, which is not far from the tree. It's probably like 15 feet away. But the
I'm gonna see this dice.
one set of boots, the other set of this more monstrous set of feet.
Alright. Because I have the D&D Beyond stuff. I got new dice.
Very nice.
So. Oh.
So
What do you think we should do here?
Well, I can take a look at the footprints to see if I know anything about them. Judging from the fur, I know nothing about this thing, whatever it is, other than the fact that it is a predator. That's about it. And it's highly adaptable. But these footprints are leading to where, Talon?
2 different directions.
2 different directions.
Which set of footprints are you looking at?
Let's take the leftmost.
You do not
Which-
know
Which one is which?
which direction here. Subjective. Don't fucking know. You're in the woods
Got it.
where everything is, fucking which way, and the left one could be determined on where you're looking at it from. So which set, the monstrous or the human, is what I'm asking.
Oh, the monstrous.
The monstrous. Okay.
Fuck that. Dude, I want to go find the monster thing.
Um,
Oh my goodness.
the monstrous seem to lead back towards the tree, cut through, and go just kind of in a direction similar to where you came from, but off by a little bit of an angle. The human ones seem to go off towards the opposite direction that you guys came from. So further into the woods.
Can I start looking up in the trees to see if I can find Mossfern in a tree, just in case?
Yeah, you've rolled like 22 for perception 8 different times, so I think it's safe to say that you are quite aware in this scenario, and you're quite,
My eyes are really good.
You're like hopped up on mother's, gotta protect my baby fucking steroids. And you start looking up, and I mean, these trees go very far up, but from the branches you can see down on the ground, while it is, very dark out, and this is a very, enclosed forest with almost no breaking into the sky, you do not see. You also don't see any tracks, that you did see tracks climbing up the tree to, the first branch or so. You don't see any more after that.
Aaron, okay. Guess we're gonna be following them beast tracks.
Yep.
You go to the forest.
What the fuck?
Following these tracks. I need one last survival check.
Love that.
Fel, unfortunately yours is at disadvantage.
Wow.
Son of a bitch, dude. Son of a bitch, dude. Fuck this! Fuck this, dude! I get a nat 20 and a 9? The one time it's disadvantage. Fuck, I'm killing myself. I'm climbing up to the 3rd story of this building.
I gotta
Fel,
see
right
you
now.
mean the blood hunter? Nope. Not allowed.
pumpkin.
Upsetting. Dude, I'm so upset.
I gotta put pumpkin in Baby Joe.
Okay.
Phil, the blood hunter? Nah, Phil's not trying. He just got splashed with water, He's been cursed, he's been tricked, turned around.
Alright.
Oh god. Talon, I love you, man.
Me too. Rethny, what'd you get?
I got 16.
16.
Better than my fucking 9.
I will say you do lose the tracks. However, in doing so, you do learn one thing. That whatever this thing was, as it fled this scene in this direction, its path slowly descended from quick and sporadic to calm and collected. More space between the tracks, indicating, less speed. Less damage to the surroundings of brush and leaves, so obviously less aggressive. With Rethny being able to point out the differences in the tracks and Fel's knowledge of knowing what that means per se, it seems that this thing was either scared or hurt, and didn't slow down until it felt safe. Till it disappears more into the woods, and that's where you lose it. Currently, Fel, you don't know who the fuck you are. Rethny, it's still very hard to keep track of in these woods, but you kind of know which direction you need to go in to get back towards the cart.
Hey, everything in the ocean kind of look the same. You gotta know your directions.
Yeah. Gotta use landmarks. But it's hard when the landmarks are moving.
Alrighty. Looks like we gotta head back on.
Yeah.
Back to
Whatever-
the other
whatever.
tracks we go.
All right.
Alright, it's been a while now. Rav.
Howdy.
I do mean Rav. Your trance by this time is over. And in the wake of you waking up, you feel something off. And as you open up your eyes,
Mother's
lo and behold,
instinct.
3 party members are not here.
Jeez. Rav will get up.
Technically 4, right?
No, because from Rav's knowledge, Sharp went into the tree, and when
Sure.
Rav wakes up, he's still in the tree.
That's also true.
My goodness. So, Rav will, look around. First, we'll walk kind of like the perimeter of their quote-unquote camp. Just to see if she can spot any of them from there. And, just a little bit of, knowledge here is that she can't. She'll kind of look into the forest. She's not going to enter into it, but she's just going to kind of look into it and is just going to deep sigh.
It's pretty easy to notice the multitudes of tracks that lead into the same area at this point as well.
She'll look around at the rest of the party at the camp and she'll start to, at the very least, attempt to wake them up.
Alright. Droll?
I will wake up to a few knocks, and Droll, you'll hear the echo in his shell as he just goes, "Yeah."
The kids are missing, and by the kids, I mean half of the group. I think
Oh,
they're in the
fuck.
forest.
Droll will get up and crack his back. That can be good. Well, I'll grab myself a torch.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get Sharp out of the tree, and then we'll go from there.
Alright, guess we're going on a little rescue. Or, they could just all be pissing at the same time.
I think
Collectively, together.
I think the likelihood of that is low, but if they
Well,
are, we'll
I'm
let
being
them
an
know.
optimist here,
Right, of course. I apologize.
No, you're good.
Then Rob will walk over to the tree and I don't know. How am I supposed to get Fells? Not Fells. Sorry. Shit!
It's not just me! Fuck you!
What have you done to me? Cursed. We'll try to get Sharp's attention.
Mm-hmm.
I will say Orion is still at camp as well.
Orion is. How do you get Sharp's attention?
I'm gonna look for like a rock or something on a pine cone. I don't know, something on the ground, and I'm gonna
Just
throw it.
fucking hit me with it?
Listen, let me finish my statement. I'm gonna try and throw it like near the branch that Sharp is on, like trying to hit the trunk of the tree near Sharp.
Yeah. Make it shake.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. Let me finish my statement.
I'd rather you just hit me with the rock. I think that would be funnier.
If the whatever it messes up, that it probably will hit you.
Do you want me to roll for? Oh, okay. Sorry.
What's up, baby?
You feel a vibration kind of rock you out of what you were remembering.
Okay.
Sharp teeth sinking into a small figure's shoulder, tearing a bit of flesh as the lengthy figure baring its teeth darts towards another side of this wooded area. Almost a cheering, an animalistic growl or noise echoes in your mind. Everything you're seeing is phasy, is hazy and fuzzy. I mean, and that animal noise, that hearing rings in your ears as it becomes a little bit more clear. Your small feathery shoulder torn by teeth, the figure, this lengthier werewolf, the wooded area, a arena, the cheering of hundreds and hundreds of watchers of these shifter-like bandits. The moment you contracted lycanthropy, the cheering rings and rings in your ears, and the memory fades from the reflection of your eyes, and we're pulled to you waking up.
Kind of like ruffles his feathers. Looks down at Rov.
Rav, is like rubbing her temples, like it's just seems tired, a little aggravated. It's just like the group's missing. At least most of them are. You need to go find them. I love how I told people to stay out of the woods, and that's exactly what they've done.
Trip will kind of just like nod and put out his arms and jump down.
Is this one of them forests that's real easy to get lost in?
Presumably, yes.
Well, I got just the plan. Take out my rope, cut a bit of the end off, and then I'll begin unraveling it into a long piece.
Alright.
I was just having a Zorro moment. Leave him be.
As Droll is basically tearing apart this rope and making very long piece of twine.
Alright. So you're essentially attempting to make this normally 50-foot rope into like 300-foot, 400-foot, like...
Pretty much. I'm basically
twine.
just deconstructing it and then gonna tie all the little ends together, so I got a fucking Greek maze moment.
Greek maze. How many strands in a... I don't... Do you know... Yeah, this works. I'm not even gonna try and quantify the amount of twine that you get from this to like.
I get
see
a
how
good
far
amount.
You can go into the forest before you lose this amount of like. I don't fucking know how much twine makes a hempen rope. Cool. Yeah, you've assisted in the obstacle I have placed in your way. Good job, you win D&D. Yes, this will help you in your trek through the Wavering Woods.
Alright. I'll tie it to like a little root. And I'm like, okay, gotta look for some tracks. Where are the tracks at?
So, I believe that's the rest of this party. Is Orion, let me know, Fel, is Orion's personality like, yeah, I'm gonna follow the rest of the group, or I'm gonna guard the cart?
Orion's personality is similar to Fel's and
Everyone
follow
else
Rob.
is leaving. I want to join. I want to be included.
I would be included. Follow Rob. Help Rob.
Don't worry, guys. Parrot is watching the cards.
Parrot.
Oh boy.
You know,
Our-
technically sleeping
The best
in armor,
guard dog.
Technically, sleeping in armor gives a person, fatigue if they wear it while sleeping. Parrot's built different.
Built
This armor,
different.
this armor acts as like a cocoon for Parrot when he's standing as a sentry watching this cart, just perched up on one of the corners, one eye open, keeping a look. And if anything goes wrong, Parrot's on the way.
It's on. As Orion jumps towards, Rob and the rest of Rob will kind of reach down and pat Orion's head, and then we'll look up at Parrot on the cart and just kind of give like a small thumbs up before following the tracks made by our lovely idiotic members.
The of you push on, and as you do, you eventually come to a similar scene. The initial part of this investigation, where the tracks of what seemingly looks like Mossfern, small boots or paws. I don't know if Mossfern goes bare paw or not. But where the bush is almost flattened, blood and fur. That the balloons are out. I've been notified from the ghost of Mossfern.
Wow.
Ghost? Are you saying Mossfern's dead?
No, Mossfern's in spectator mode right now, so anyone that's not currently active player in the scene gets turned into spectator mode.
Oh, okay.
Don't have a utility.
So do we need to roll this survival and wisdom check, or what the fuck?
I will say, for the sake of this being like the third time someone has come up on this scene, and the amount of people that have moved through this area to follow these tracks, it has become pretty apparent where everyone is following.
Oh, heard.
However, entering the forest, I will need everyone to make another wisdom save.
Just to clarify, this is not like charming or anything like that, right?
No.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Rolling
No.
good. 15 for a total of 16.
I rolled a nat 20
Not 20?
17.
for a total of... Where's my wisdom? For a total of 22.
Ooh, okay. Very nice. You're not getting lost. Either
Okay.
way, even if you had failed or not, you would know where the cart was due to Droll's ingenious, beating of D&D. But this, you have all able to keep your sense of direction. You know where you're going. Following these tracks isn't as hard. And you keep following them deeper and deeper into the woods. Until, as we all conjoin? Whatever. As we all meet by the big tree where this scuffle happened. Rethny and Fel, as you're re-following your footsteps towards this big tree again, you see three figures. One medium, one very, very small, one very, very big. The rest
Normally I'd say I'd be happy to see them, Rethny, but we're about to get our asses chewed out. I want you to know.
She's not gonna give a singular fuck because she has one thing on her mind.
Did they
Yeah,
find
that's
Mossfern?
No,
No, okay. So
it's just Rethny and Fel.
Okay, awesome. Rob will kind of stride up to them. Where's the other one?
That's why we're out here. We're looking for him.
Right.
Well, more like Rethny was looking for Mossfern, and then I came in to look for Rethny, and now, where the fuck am I?
Don't worry, Droll has a very smart idea, and so
Okay.
we have a way out.
Yeah.
Here.
So, any clues to where Mossfern and unwelcomed company might have disappeared to?
So we found what's presumably Mossfern's fur, and presumably some other creature's fur. We have followed a monster's foot tracks down that way. He points in the wrong direction.
Rethny will recorrect his pointing.
Now we're going towards the humanoid direction, or the humanoid footprints direction, and he points in the wrong direction again.
Corrects it again.
So yeah, that is what we've been doing.
I also found some blood, and it smelled vaguely of Mossfern, and I'm afraid that he's hurt.
So, just by these tracks, do we have any idea if they've split off into other directions? Do we have any idea in which Mossfern is directly connected to them? Mossfern is with either one of them. Mossfern is not with them.
We don't know. We haven't followed the humanoid tracks yet, so there is that.
I've looked up in the trees, and I haven't seen him either to see if he's climbed any of them.
Right. And where did the monster's tracks lead?
They
Quite
Yep.
against.
Right,
The
but
wrong
what did
direction.
what did
they
what
led
did
this way.
But what did they
They
lead
led
to?
this way.
They looking at the direction that they're pointing. It's so if this way, like straight in front of me, is leading back towards the cart, it's like off by like 45 degrees.
Right, but I thought.
For
Have
the
you guys
monster.
gone? Have you guys followed the monster? You just said that you're about to tell who you followed them up.
As far as we could track before we started not finding any more tracks.
So it didn't lead to anything then.
No.
It seems like it was scared for the most part, and calmed down, and walked into a direction that I can't follow anymore. So. Don't know.
Right, then I guess human footprints are the best option. We shouldn't split up, as I'm sure some of us could find our way out and others couldn't, and Droll has the lead thing.
Yeah.
So, probably best that we all stay together and follow one set at a time.
Oh wait, Rethny consistently knows the direction of things. Well, now?
But here's a good question, cause one of them's Mossfern. Wait, we just have two different tracks, right? We've like Bestial and other footprint, right? Neither of which are familiar to us.
No.
Yeah.
These sets of boots are not Mossferns.
These boots were made.
And then
for
were
what?
the other ones Mossferns or not Mossferns?
Not Mossferns.
Not Mossfern.
They were
Neither of
monstrous
Mossfern.
in
Hmm.
flavor, tone, in something.
Oh. Weird.
So you're
Rob will start
the boots?
following the human
Alright.
foot.
Alright.
I will follow quickly behind.
Like a child
Like
that
someone who
knows he's in
doesn't-
trouble.
No, more like a person that doesn't want to get lost in these fucking woods.
Gotcha.
Rethny will move beside Rav.
Alright.
Do we roll something again, or what are we doing?
I'm still waiting on the other two. Sharp and Troll.
Mhm.
I'll follow along. I'll see.
Yeah,
I
you
got a
just-
torch in
Wait.
hand.
Sharp kind of, as you guys like as a group begin to like kind of make your way, and you see that Sharp's kind of just standing still. He's looking down at his hand.
Rav will stop and turn to look at Sharp. I am aware that you've been going through some stuff recently. Do you think you could possibly The nicest way to say this is, do you think you could put it on the back burner for a second until we find Mossfern?
Sharp puts his hand across his chest and holds up his hand, and you can see blood.
What? What?
Sharp looks very confused.
Felt like leans over to Rethne. Is that his, or is that Mossfern's? I mean, you've been...
Okay. Rethne's gonna go up to Sharp she's gonna like run up to him and she's gonna kneel and she's gonna be like, she's gonna look all over him to see if it's coming from him. What do I need to roll?
Nothing. There's pretty apparently a cut across Sharp's chest.
But how did this get here, buddy?
He just kind of like shakes his head. Refuses to make eye contact with anybody.
Hey, Talon?
Yes.
Can I check Mossfern, or not Mossfern, can I check Sharp for fur?
For fur?
For fur.
Go ahead.
Not for feathers, for fur.
Go ahead.
What do I need to do? Do I just do that?
Give me an investigation check.
Come on, don't cuck me this time. 16.
16. Looking across Sharp, there are areas in which his feathers have kind of molted or fallen off.
Mm-hmm.
But they look a little bit more like bald spots. That's it.
I think I guess he is. Because he is like 38.
He's like 45.
Male pattern baldness is a thing for you know?
Yeah. Goddamn, Pumpkin.
I have her in jail. She can't come out. She's acting crazy.
Mossfern?
Rav will walk up to Sharp and kind of place her hand on his bird shoulder. So I was like, I don't just want to say shoulder because I feel like the shoulders be like really like thin. I don't know.
Bird shoulder.
Just very gently, and in her best way of being like in a reassuring tone is going to be like, "We'll figure this all out. It's not your fault."
Sharp goes to hug you, Rav.
She'll accept it. There's not a like a pullback from her, but there is like actually something like it feels tired, you know, like
Yeah.
that is the best way that I can describe it. Like it's warm, it is still a hug, it feels a little weak.
As soon as Sharp kind of notices that feeling, he'll back off. Kind of just puts his hands together and like motions that we should keep going.
Ravel, once again, she'll kind of pat him and just repeat what she said, you know? And she'll give him almost an apologetic look. And then we'll continue to follow the tracks.
As you all follow the tracks, go deeper into the woods once again. It's eerily calm. And eventually you see light further into the woods, curving off a little bit to the side. And you look through you sort of see like almost like a structure-like silhouette, but it's hard to tell through all these trees. These human tracks keep going what seems to be towards this this building. But as you walk there, there's rustling around you.
Hey, Trevor.
You look around. It's dark. Some of you have dark vision, and Droll has a light. Can't really see what's around you. You look around again, and you can't really see. And as a figure
Oh my god.
darts through the light, slamming into Droll. Droll, I need you to make a strength saving throw.
We'll
He's
make a
not gonna
strength
move.
saving throw. Strength.
Oh no.
Not great.
Not great.
13.
13. All right. Droll, you are slammed into the ground, releasing the torch by your side as this large figure slams into you, and this light is snuffed. It is dark. It's hard to tell what this thing is near you, but it is big and looming. And that is where we're going to have our break. If everyone take a quick bathroom break or something, and we'll get back to.
Oh, I'm gonna need some spicy noodles for this.
Yeah.
Oh.
Can't believe I'm having my